Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. So we are doing this like almost like a revision, alhamdulillah. So we're trying to go through it as fast as possible. Like we said, in bullet form, رؤوس الأقلام of wudu. And we said the pillars of wudu is what?
Washing your face,
Yes.
your arms,
Yes.
your
Your
hair,
hair.
yeah.
Wiping your hair,
Wiping your hair, your leg,
your feet. Not your legs, your feet.
your feet, and
النية
Hmm?
النية
النية, the intention. What else? يا سيدي كريم.
ترتيب.
tertib.
Did we say ترتيب? No. Huh? الموالاة والدلك.
موالاة
What is موالاة? It's not
Okay.
ترتيب. الموالاة.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, you do it. You don't leave and come back. You do it continuously.
Okay.
الدلك is what?
doing the right order
الدلكة.
oh
الدلك مش ترتيب. Rubbing. Okay? That's the pillars. We'll go through it very quickly, inshallah. Sidi Ahran, كيف حالك? How are you? Alhamdulillah. And Sidi? Ahmed. MashaAllah. Our new member today. You're welcome, Sidi Ahmed. And we have here Sidi Yusuf, new member. MashaAllah. They're already old. They're already...
Yes.
They've been with us already. MashaAllah. So the pillars, like we said, and niyyah, and we said that as long as you make a niyyah, you're going to do dhuhr. You make intention and you go. That's it doesn't matter if you stop in between and if you don't do it and so on. So you just made the intention and that's it. الدلك إمرار باطن الكف على العضو ويستحب أن يكون مرة واحدة. ويكره التشديد والتكرار ولا يكفى الدلك بظاهر اليد ويكفي ذلك من الغسل. So this is very loaded. This little phrase is very loaded. الدلك is when you do wudu and you wash your face or your hand. It is mustahab to do it just once, not. It is makruh to repeat it too many times. Okay, and it says it has to be with the inside of your palm, like this. You cannot do this, right? Yes,
What if you have a broken hand?
that's different. When you have a situation, it's different. You don't do it with the back of your palm. You do it with the inside of your palm. Except in ghusl. In wudu, you do it with this. In ghusl, it's acceptable because you cannot do. It's hard to go everywhere with this. So you could do it with the back of your palm. مفهوم? Okay. This is الدلك, and we have already. So by saying this, we are trespassing in the other sub-chapters of wudu because we're going to speak about makruhat, wal mustahabbat, wal mubtilat, the things which are highly desirable. So we already spoke about what is desirable about الدلك and what is not desirable about الدلك. And also الموالاة أن يفعل الوضوء كله في فور واحد من غير تفريق. الموالاة is to do it without stopping, continuously, without taking any breaks. And under this subtopic, when we speak about الموالاة, what happens if you're forgetful? I've done everything except my foot.
if you do your wudu
You're forgetful. You go and after, it doesn't matter how long you go, you come back and you do your foot. تبني, you make بناء. So it says here, it's not for me, this is the مشهور. من فرق بين أعضاء وضوئه ناسيا بنى على ما فعل مطلقا. He forgot to do his foot, he comes back, he does his foot. مطلقا, whether it's long or short, whether it's half an hour or 20 minutes or 5 minutes or 5 seconds.
So the foot is the last step, but if you forget, for
Same
example,
thing.
your hair, same thing.
You go and do your hair,
Just your hair.
just your hair. بنى, بناء, so you're building.
And if it's if you did something that requires wudu before, like praying or reading Quran,
If you know, that's a whole topic in the salah. What was the question?
if you do your wudu,
And it's
you go
missing.
pray, but then you remember you.
Then your wudu was not complete. Like Orhan is saying, I did my wudu, but it was missing. My foot was not finished. So you don't have a full wudu. And I want to pray dhuhr. Me, I was even the imam. Even if worse. I was the imam. I finished wudu, And an hour later, I remembered, oh my God. The people who were behind you, their salah is sahih. You don't tell them anything. For you, your salah, you have to redo. Okay? So, الموالاة طال الزمن أو قصر بنية جديدة وجوبا بنى ومن فرق عاجزا ولم يكن مرتكب الأسباب أرجه فإن عاد الماء the same with a person who is عاجز عاجزا meaning that a person either the water stopped flowing or he had just enough water, he thought he had enough water but it's not enough, it's just half of what he really needs. So before he finds more water or before the water comes back, time lapses, it doesn't matter. He builds upon what he has done. Of course, this is for the strict minimum. You should go and do your wudu again. Correct? Sahih? Okay. We agree with that. What about muta'ammidan? Muta'ammidan, someone who knew that water is not sufficient and I'm just going to do it anyways. And if you don't finish your wudu, you have to go and repeat it from scratch. We speak about washing the face. So the face is the second pillar. حد الوجه طولا. What is the limits of the face? It's from here, from where the hair starts, to where? The chin. Exactly, اللحية, the chin. So is it here or here? Right here. Exactly here. Exactly. جزاك الله خير. So, وحده عرضا. What about this way? From where to where?
Earlobe to earlobe.
Huh? That's right. Look what he says. How about the hair? What about the hair? Is it part of your face? This hair? No, that's right. Well, it's part of what? It's part of the hair. The head. رأس. Let's read this. Let's read it. It says حد الوجه طولا من منابت الشعر الرأس المعتاد. The normal hairline. If someone has a long hairline that comes all the way here, it's possible. The normal hairline is here. You have to include that in your face. Okay? If someone has no hair, you have to go to the normal hairline. You don't go to, has no hair in his head. Just here. Okay. So it says, في من لا لحية له أو منتهى اللحية فمن اللحية وحده عرضا وعرضا من وتد الأذن إلى الوتد الأذن. الوتد is the white. So we don't include the white. We include after. So that's not part of the face. It's part of the head. فلا يدخل الوتدان في الوجه ولا البياض الذي فوقهما. So this whiteness here above the ear is not part of the face. Okay? It's part of the head. This whiteness that's above the ears, it's part of the head. وترة الأنف, between the nostrils, it's part of the face. والحاجز بين الثقبين وأسارير الجبهة. And what is الجبهة? What is أسارير الجبهة? So if you have any wrinkles. So any wrinkles. Sayyidina Imam Malik radiallahu anhu, when he was very old, his eyebrows used to go down. Apparently he used to lift his eyebrows and wash underneath. So anything which has wrinkles, you have to cover that as well. وأسر جبهتي تكميشا وظاهر الشفتين, and the surface of your lips.
Part of the face.
It's part of your face. The surface of your lips is part of the face. وما غار من جفن أو جرح أو أثر جرح, and anything which is the surface of an injury. What's that called? Cicatrice. Scar. If a scar makes an opening, that face, that surface is part of the face. هل يخلل شعر الوجه? Can you see my skin here?
No.
Can see? Okay.
Oh,
Sort of?
yes.
Yes?
It's kind of faint, like a faint beige.
You could see it. You could see some peach there. Some olive skin. If you could see my face, then it is wajib to do this. You wash your face and it's wajib to do takhleel al-sha'r. If you don't see my face, you just do this. We're speaking about fard. We're speaking about the pillars of wudu. So the pillar of washing the face is to cover your face. For him, what happens to him? Sidi Amin, what do you do?
I'm really not supposed to. I don't have to ensure that the water enters the beard or something. I just have to do.
Exactly.
Khilal is not required.
Exactly.
Unless, like as you mentioned, if the beard is very thin, maybe.
So for Sidi Amin, to wash inside takhleel al-lihya is mustahab. You do this, that's okay. It's mustahab. It's not even, well, I don't want to say sunnah is less than a fard or a mustahab is less than a sunnah. Everything is important, but the scholars have given different weights for all of these. So this is about the lihya. تكلم عن غسل عن غسل اليدين وما هو حكمه. So right now we're speaking about, yes, Sidi.
Yeah, what if you have like a fresh scar and you're going to use a band-aid because you don't want it to bleed again? Like, you take it off and wash it?
If you are fearful for your scar, you don't take it off.
Okay.
If you're fearful, but you wash it. If you're fearful to wash it on top of the band-aid, you don't wash that part. Wash the rest. Huh? Something is here. If you're fearful for that mask or for that whatever it is, don't wash it. But wash the rest. You don't do tayammum for that. Okay. Tayammum. We'll go over tayammum after. So تكلم عن غسل اليدين وما هو حكم تخليل الأصابع ونزع الخاتم. So here we're asking what is the ruling of washing the hand. We're not talking about washing the hand here. This is sunnah only. We're talking about washing. This is the hand. إلى المرافق as the verse says. What is the hukm of washing your hands, and what is the ruling of doing takhleel al-asabi'? Takhleel is to, what's the word in English?
Interleave.
Yeah, interweave between the fingers, and the ruling of removing the ring. What is the ruling of all of these things? So the first one, يجب غسل اليدين إلى المرفقين. When we wash your hands, you do it all the way to the elbows. We're going to speak later about whether one should go higher, if it's mustahab or not. In some schools it is mustahab to go higher, and the Maliki no. It is makruh to go above. Okay? It's very clear. It's only till here. Till slightly above, yes, that bone right here, slightly above. So you make sure it's above that. And then it says, بإدخالهما في الغسل. So you have to include that bone. That means you go a little bit beyond. مع وجوب تخليل الأصابع ومع معادة تكاميش الأنامل وغيرهما. With the obligation to interweave between the fingers. So this is what you do when you do the obligation. When you do, some people do this like this. That's fine, but we're doing the sunnah. And this is part of the fard. So you want to do it while you're doing the fard. So when you do the fard, you do this, and also takmish al-anamil. Any small wrinkles that you may find here, especially when you grow older, you have wrinkles, you make sure that they go in between the wrinkles. تخليل الأصابع ومعادة تكمش الأنابل وغيرهما ولا يجب تحريك الخاتم المأذون فيه شرعا. And it's not necessary to remove or even shake the ring which is مأذون شرعا. مأذون شرعا is dirhamain, which is about 5 grams. If it's a small ring and it's not multiple rings, it's just one ring and it's less than 5 grams, apparently it's 5 grams, dirhamain, you just do wudu as if it wasn't there. If it is larger than 2 grams, then you shake it. You do takhleel al-khatim. If it is tight, you remove it, because you cannot do takhleel. Okay, clear?
Question for little kids, children. What about if you don't put water on your elbow?
Yeah.
And you just wash like from here to here.
Yes.
And you are not careful, this is still dry,
Yes.
this portion.
Right.
What happened with the wudu?
You go back I can do it again?
Yes. Yes, Karim.
What if you have a lot of hair here?
Huh?
What if you have a lot of hair?
A lot of hair?
Yeah, like over here.
Shave it.
With that good butter in it,
Save it.
it cannot stop water going in. Good.
Stop eating peanut butter. It makes your hair grow.
You have a lot of hair.
No,
I'm
that's
trying to
good.
grow my hair out. Like my arm.
Sidi Karim, Jazakallah khair for the laugh. تكلم على مسح الرأس وما هي الأشياء التي تدخل في المسح وما هي حكم شرم مطهور. Oh, this is, some people have braided hair. Is it haram? Is it wrong? If it is no, what?
I don't know.
Sidi Amin is laughing about the hair which is braided
Maybe like a ponytail or something?
or something. Some people do the sunnah of growing their hair before they do sunnah of the beard. I remember very well. Some people, mashallah, nice
Is it
long
sunnah
hair.
to grow your hair?
It is sunnah to grow your hair long
Then why do we cut it?
to your shoulder. Prophet ﷺ had hair which grew all the way down here until his
Then why do
shoulder.
we cut it?
Why? Because it's urf. It's not a problem. People do it.
Yeah, it's good.
Compared
But-
to grown man buns now.
No, but don't do like a ponytail, please.
Oh,
The thing is, people do that now not for sunnah. They do it as a fashion. I look cool, and it's just the fashion. If you do it because you love the Prophet ﷺ, there's one companion called Muawiyah, not Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan. He saw the Prophet ﷺ, and he did two things. He said he saw the Prophet and his collar was always open, like this, and he always ate dates. And when he was done with the dates, he would put them here between the fingers,
why?
second and third, because if you're in the masjid, you don't want it to drop on the floor. It is qadara, even though it is tahir. You're holding it in your hand. So he said that he did it for the rest of his life out of the love of the Prophet, because he saw the Prophet do it, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Khalas. He never wore anything which tight on his neck. Always open and
How about
always
a suit?
eat. Listen, you can do that, of course. I'm not saying you don't do it. It's not fard. It's not fard. I'm just saying, if you're doing something because you love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you get rewarded for it.
And couldn't they use these seeds to grow trees?
Huh?
Couldn't they use the seeds to grow trees and stuff and get like food from it?
The seeds?
Yeah, like the date seeds.
Okay. Yeah, you can throw it and use it after.
Just for this, putting the dates here,
Aywa.
is part of the cleaning. Nowadays, you take a bag with you and you put whatever left over inside until you dry.
Exactly.
So don't take it in any other physical way of
Yeah.
have to hold dates
Exactly.
here and it is a sunnah. No, it's just another way of making the place clean.
Exactly.
So just to confirm, is growing long hair up to the shoulder is sunnah? This is what you do.
Yeah.
Because I overheard some people, they think that shaving the head is sunnah. And
Yeah, when you
they
put the
always
mask
shave.
Like shaving what? Zero?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shaving your hair totally is makruh. How about that?
How when you go to do umrah or like
That's different. That's different.
I've seen them, they grow beard,
Then
but
take like-
they
No.
shave all
No. Shaving the hair, trust me. Well, I don't know if we're gonna get there,
Okay.
but shaving the entire hair and keeping it shaved all the time is makruh.
Then how about Hajj?
Hajj,
Yeah.
it is a sunnah, ya, bil halal.
That is a sunnah of
This
Umrah
fard.
or Hajj.
it doesn't make any
That is
sense.
just
When you come
a
back,
few
it's gonna
days.
take too long time to grow it back.
It's okay. It's okay.
I mean,
Listen.
like in Hajj, do you have to like shave all of the hair as well?
You were there at the halaqah of Hajj.
Yeah.
Hajj, the Prophet prayed sallallahu alaihi wasallam for al-muhalliqin 3 times until it's wal muqassirin, and then he said wal muqassirin.
How about
So
your
qassirin
beard
is just to
and mustache?
trim it, trim your head.
Not like all.
It's sunnah, but it is much more recommended
Ears
to
on the
shave the entire.
mustache. How about a beard? How about if you have a beard or a mustache?
This halaqah is digressing here. The
It's
hala-
like a
the-
conversation now.
the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said "U'ful liha," and many of the scholars say "U'ful liha" means don't touch it, and some scholars said "U'ful liha" means leave the topic of the liha. That means you can shave it. Okay, so there are ways to interpret this. Okay, but many of the scholars say do what you want. Others say don't cut it. Wallahu alam. Wallahu alam. This is not, I'm not just inventing things. This is تكلم عن مسح الرأس. How about wiping the hair? In the Maliki, you have to wipe the entire hair. Okay, like this.
And
Both
sunnah to
hands.
go back, right?
And some say, do this, exactly.
Yes.
Some say just like this. Some say like this. So from here, from this part here, this is al-watad. What's that word? I forget.
Sideburns?
This angle between the ear and the eye, that's where the hair of the head starts.
Yes.
Here is the lihya, is the face. So from here, all the way back, is fard, and this is
Sunnah.
sunnah. Okay? Sunnah or mustahab, we'll find out. Okay?
How about the sides? Can you do it like that?
Yeah.
Sides.
Yeah, because I do this, watch. This part. Okay?
Easier some.
So in the Maliki, it's like, and again, take it easy. You don't have to make sure that every hair has been touched. But if it's the majority of everything, then it's good. But there are other schools where if you do this, just do this, it's fine. Okay? But the Malikis tell the Shafi'is, it's sunnah to do the entire hair. Then why are you overlooking the sunnah? Just cover everything. And
What if someone naturally lost their hair, like an adult, like naturally loses their hair, and like they don't have any more hair? Like,
what does the verse say? وَامْسَحُوا
Zahum bi ru'usikum.
رؤوسكم means your head. So we're talking about الرأس. And is the ear part of the face or part of the ras?
face?
No.
That's the Maliki opinion. Yes?
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Or neither. Some say that it's part of the face, some say it's neither. What does the hadith say?
Other?
سجد وجهي للذي
خلقه. No.
وشق سمعه وبصره. Wajhi is the one that made sujood. So abasar wa sam' is part of the wajh. But we're talking here about the ear being separate or being part of the head. Is
The angle from ear to eye, that's where
the head starts.
yeah, no, so
The
should
head,
it-
the
yeah,
hair,
So
the head.
should it be from here to here where the face starts?
Yes.
So the ear's part of the face then.
No, we're not part of the face. Because when you wash the face, you don't have to wash the ears.
Yes.
When you wash the face, امسحوا وجوهكم اغسلوا what's the verse?
اغسلوا وجوهكم.
اغسلوا وجوهكم إذا قمتم من الصلاة فاغسلوا
وجوهكم وأيديكم إلى المرافق.
Okay. Allah يرضى عليك. Okay, so the head مسح جميع الرأس من منابت الشعر المعتاد إلى نقر القفا, all the way to the back. La nuque. How do you say la nuque in English? القفا. Huh? Yeah. Neck. Neck is the neck. But this part of the head.
Okay, how about if you have neck hair?
Hmm?
How about if you have neck hair? What do you do?
If you have what?
Neck hair.
Light hair?
Neck hair. Like
Neck
some people,
hair?
like some,
Just
some people
where that nuke finishes. Qafa. Qafa is where your skull ends. So just where your head ends, that's the natural end of your head. And also wiping over whatever hair has grown. So if you're wiping your head, you have to wipe the rest of your hair. So if you have long hair, you do this. Okay, and if you have braided hair, you also do. This is in the Maliki. Okay, in the Maliki. So maybe sometimes we make it easier for the people, and let them do what the Shafi'is do. Just do this, make it easy for them. But this is the strict Maliki opinion is to whatever hair is growing, you have to wipe it as well.
Even for women,
Yes. Yeah.
to remove their veil.
Yes. They have to remove their veil. In the Shafi'i, it's very easy. They just do this inside of their hijab. So we're just saying let's make it easy for the people to hear, especially. والمسح على حائل الحناء. So if there is a lot of things that cover your hair, you can do a wipe over it. If it's braided and there's knots around it, you just wipe over it. And also if a woman has henna, you know henna? And you could just, even if it's covered above the henna, you do over that. Especially if there's today some women are preparing for their wedding, get all dressed up, and the wedding is going to be for 5-6 hours, and she starts at 4 o'clock. She has to pray Maghrib and Isha. What does she do?
Hold your wudu.
Exactly. That's what they think.
That.
That's what they think. It's stressful for some women. It is stressful.
I do that. I just
Not everyone can do it. So this woman is, you have to be easy for these women.
You just don't think about it. That's what I do. Just think about eating the food and that's it.
So it's not just you; it's for others.
It's easy just to think about the food. Don't
So
think
the
about
women,
getting it
so
out.
these women who are getting ready so they can wipe over their beautiful dress and everything like that, okay? And they can make tayammum even. So when they have those situations, they can make it easy for them.
Tayammum with the powder makeup.
لا حول ولا قوة. تكلم على غسل الرجلين وما هو حكم تخليل أصابعهما. What is the ruling of washing the feet? Someone show me how you wash your feet.
Well, you do 3 times, like this, and then you go,
Okay.
and then you go between the fingers,
Yeah.
the toes.
We're talking about fard. What is the fard?
Okay.
Okay, you got this.
أرجلكم إلى الكعبين.
What is كعبين?
It's
كعبين.
like your ankles.
What is كعبين يا أحمد?
كعبين, the
Ankles.
ankle, right?
Huh?
The ankle.
What is it? It's that bone. It's that bone that sticks out.
Ankle.
So you also have to cover that bone as well, like this.
You have to cover it.
So, okay.
Okay? It doesn't have to go. Again. Yes, the. Yes.
What if the bone is broken over here? What do you do?
If it's covered,
Yeah, and there's
Like
broken.
a cast because you broke it.
you wipe over it.
Okay, okay.
How about if you wear socks?
What if you're wearing tight pants and you can't like get it over like the fountain too high? Like you're like trying to get it over like this, like tight and like it's like the.
Don't wear tight pants, please.
So if it's originally.
Look, that's a question. That's a very interesting question. What Ilyas has asked is, what do you do if you have a cast? There's a difference between doing mash over socks and mash over a cast. Mash over socks, that means you have to enter your foot in the socks in the state of wudu. Like before I put these socks on, I did my wudu. But what the person has, a'udhu billah, broken a foot. He wasn't in a state of wudu. He doesn't have to have wudu before he puts his cast. Wait, I'll do my wudu before you put my cast. No. Just they put the cast and they do masah on the cast.
Because why? Because like some casts, get wet. So like you just wipe it off or like.
You just wipe over it. You just do masah over it.
Yeah.
So technically for socks, you have to take it off, then you wipe, and then you put it back on, or like before you start, like you just.
Before, some people think that they just do masah over their socks. Before you do masah on your socks, you have to do wudu before that.
You have to be in
So then,
state of
like,
wudu.
Yes.
because you broke your leg, you won't be able to lift your other leg up. So what do you move the other leg?
If you can't move your leg up because you're.
Because like you have a cast in the other leg and you can't lean on your. other
Right.
leg. What do you do then?
Do it
Ask someone to do it for you.
Sit down.
Come over here, do it.
Yes.
Well, sit down when you do.
It's just like.
If there's no one else to help you, that's a fair question.
Yeah.
That's a very, we're not making jokes about this. This is a fair question. If you're not able to wash your foot because you're gonna lean on your broken cast foot, what do?
Get someone to do it for you.
You get someone to do it for you. If there's nobody to do it for you,
You sit down and then you just wipe it off. with
and
your
if you
hands.
cannot do it,
Just put your foot on.
Yeah,
You
just
wait.
pray.
you wait until the last moment of the salah. Like Asr comes in at 5, wait till 4:45, 4:30, and then do it. And then pray without. If someone comes at that moment, you make it help you. No.
What if you're doing wudu for Asr and then you're waiting until someone to clean it for you, then Isha comes?
So you do it for Asr,
Yeah, you try.
and you keep it all the way to Isha.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's nice because you won't have.
If you can do that, that's good. Yeah. So how do we wash our foot? All the way from the toes till the ankle.
Yes.
And how do we do تخليل الأصابع here? We said that تخليل الأصابع is wajib. What about تخليل الأصابع for our feet?
Oh, you go.
It is not wajib.
Do you go
Is it
back?
mustahab?
Yes, you do your best. The Sharia is very simple.
Sorry, what is
What
the
if-
last point that you mentioned?
تخليل الأصابع البنان تخليل البنان of the feet, the toes. It's not wajib to do that. You make sure that the water is everywhere, but it is not wajib to put your finger. You just make sure the water is there, and if you can do تخليل, it's good.
Okay, so like if your arm is broken and you want to do your feet, but like you won't be able to balance because like you need one arm to balance and one arm to wash your feet.
Same thing. May Allah protect us from these situations. No, those are fair questions. So it says وَيُنْدَبُ تَخْلِيل أَصَابِعِهِمَا. وَيُنْدَبُ means it's mustahab to wash between the toes of your foot. Mustahab, not wajib like in the fingers, in the hands. We went too long. What time is it?
2:27. We start at like around 2 o'clock.
Okay, we'll finish soon inshallah. So we'll ويكون إلا إذا كان بخيوط ويكون preferably when you do delk for your feet, preferably with your left instead of your right. Okay. You know,
Like you have to alternate. Like if you're gonna do the right foot, you use your left hand. If you're gonna do the left foot, you do your right hand.
not in the in the ghusl, in the masah, yes.
Yeah, you're talking about masah. Yeah.
The masah is different. Masah is like this,
Yeah.
and then, but when you wash your foot, try and do it with your left.
Yeah, I'm talking about wudu. Like when you're gonna wash your foot, like is
Yeah.
it better for you? Like if you're gonna do your right foot, you use your left hand.
It doesn't matter. It's okay. No, it's there's nothing serious there. Inshallah, you could do it with both hands. So we're gonna go through something very quickly, and we're gonna end. So we just covered the fara'id, the pillars of wudu. What about the sunan? How many sunan? So now these pillars, if you don't do them, you don't have your wudu. The sunan, they beautify your wudu and it makes it more complete and closer to the. Sometimes they call sifat al-mustahabba, the way which is close to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So sunan al-wudu, وما هي? How many are there and what are they? Huh?
3 or 4. Like 3 or 4.
That's good. I would say 8 here, according to Khalil.
I got half of it.
Good, you passed.
3 plus 4.
So, what are they? And quickly, what they are, inshallah, we'll stop right here. It says,
Washing your hands 3 times.
yes,
Doing what's called your mouth 3 times. Like
madmada,
Istinshaq, istinthaq.
your
is
nose.
yes, you just said that.
Dua.
That's not in the sunan, it's the mustahabbat.
Oh, okay.
Wash your face.
No.
That's a pillar.
Oh.
The ears.
The ears,
Washing the ears.
But
What?
that's not
Your
earful.
mouth,
yeah, he said that. And the nose, he said that.
and ears,
The ears,
neck.
neck is Hanafi. It's makruh in the Maliki.
It's the only thing I did
I'll
about
stop after this.
My mom is
I
saying
also
that
like
one thing
they
is
were
sunnah
I
in
just found out
one
a few
group
days
and
ago.
the other is
I just found out a few days ago that it was sunnah.
What?
Like these things like the hands, mouth, and nose and like ears.
MashaAllah,
I
good.
found a few days ago.
See?
Like I was just like so angry at my Arabic school teachers because they also told me it's like far to do your hands.
Yeah, me too.
I was like angry
learned
at these
that.
wives. I'm like, they could have told me it's sunnah. I would have done either way because it's like that's what my parents do. Like they lied to me and said it was far. So I'm like, I'm just angry at them now.
Now, don't be angry. Don't
I
be
mean, like,
angry.
Okay, why? Too?
I mean, like when my dad like was teaching me how to do wudu, I thought everything was full.
Yes.
And then I just got used to it. So I was
There's different levels. So what he was teaching you is the first level. You better know that this is all far. That's what he's telling you. He's telling you do everything.
yeah.
Okay?
No, I
But
did
now
it 'cause
you.
my parents did it, but when I went to school, like Arabic school, they always told you it's far. They never told you this is sunnah, this is far.
Okay, let's see what the sunnah is. سنن الوضوء غسل اليدين إلى الكوعين.
To your wrists.
غسل اليدين إلى الكوعين.
Ku'ain is wrist. Wrist.
Elbow.
Yes.
I love that. Quran was the
That's
elbow.
marafiq. Ku'a is right here.
Oh, okay.
So اليدين, this is the hand. So washing your hand is sunnah. What else? والمضمضة, we said that. جزاك الله خير. المضمضة. Yeah, we're going to speak about how we do washing the mouth next time. Exactly, like you don't have to go every time.
Wait, is showering the sunnah too?
Huh?
Showering. Is it one of the sunnahs? Showering.
Showering.
Yeah, it says.
We'll speak about that after that. Not this time. والمضمضة والاستنشاق والاستنثار. So the fuqaha has broken them in two. What is the
they put them in
istinshaq?
two?
They broken them in. If you say الاستنشاق, it means both. If you say الاستنشاق والاستنثار, it means to
Yeah, but is it like for the sunan, is istinshaq and istinthar as one?
one,
Oh, okay.
Wait, do you have to go with your right hand and with your left hand?
preferably.
Yeah, because like my every school teacher also says far, also say everything is far.
That's fine. That is the mustahab. We're gonna get there. We're now breaking everything down into fard, sunnah, and mustahab. So to do your mouth and your nose, to bring water in your nose is sunnah. To bring water out of your nose
That's sunnah.
is sunnah. To put water in your mouth is sunnah. To wash your hand to the wrist is sunnah. And to do this is sunnah.
And
This is fard, this is sunnah.
Wait, what?
Okay?
Now
When you wash your hair-
teachers could say lie to me like what did that?
He did not lie to you. He did not lie to you. He taught you something and you should be thankful. So you wiping your hair to the back is fard.
Yeah.
And doing it back to the front is sunnah. وَمَسْحُ الْأُذُنَيْن sunnah. We will see how to do that in detail. وَتَجْدِيدُ الْمَاءِ لَهُمَا
so every time you do something, you have to use new water.
لَهُمَا أُذُنَيْن.
Oh, lahum.
So, like we said last week, we said that to the Ahnaf they do it once. Wipe their hair. And then do the ears, one shot.
Yes.
But the Malikiya, they wipe their hair, go back to take some water, and do the ears. That's the sunnah.
What?
The sunnah, it's so heavy. The sunnah is so strong. Because we think that استعمال الماء المستعمل is makruh. استعمال الماء المستعمل is makruh. So nothing wrong using the remains of the water from Sidi Safwan. He finished his water, I'll use it again. But it's makruh. It's not najis, but it's makruh. So even your own hair. Use your new water and do your ears. That's sunnah. وترتيب الفرائض. Tartib, the order of the fara'id. The order of the fard. So you start with the face, then the hands, then the head, then the feet. And the niyyah before that tartib is fard, is sunnah. وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.
A question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I know you've been asked a lot of questions. So, since we went through all this, can you just show them from the ground up?
Yes.
You want to make your niyyah and start your wudu.
Watch.
Like what's sunnah and what's fard? Just start with the fard and then after use the sunnah.
Good, very well said. Good question. So the fard, let's say this happened to us in Mecca. We delayed because we were doing our papers and it was almost Maghrib. And now everybody has not prayed Dhuhr. Why? We should have prayed Dhuhr and Asr together. So we are there, or maybe you haven't even prayed Dhuhr. So it was Dhuhr and Asr. So we said, let's just do fard. We don't have much water. You have some water. We can do tayammum, but we have water. Let's use the water. So we did the niyyah, and then the face. Once. Okay? The hands. Takhleel. And then go over the elbow. And then here again. Like this. Notice I'm not doing it like this. Okay? Takhleel asabi'. And then, just once. And then wiping the hair, just once. Here. And then washing the foot, like this. And between the fingers, the toes. And washing this one, and between the toes.
I thought between the toes was sunnah.
It is sunnah. It is mustahab. You're right. We said that it is mustahab to do it for and wajib here. Now let's do everything with the sunnah and the mustahabbat and everything.
But you could combine with just touching the hair, right?
Hmm?
You could combine with just touching the hair instead of.
Just once, just like this.
But you said that in over my head, my left, just touch your hair.
Right. Let's do the Malik.
What if you're traveling to like Mecca? Like, you know how when you're traveling for like 2-3 days, you can pray like